Today I'm making a sweet twist on Super Bowl Sunday snacks. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's jump into our first recipe, Buccaneers themed Chex Mix. We're taking 4 cups of Chex Mix and dividing it into 4 different bowls, separating that out. We're taking candy melts that are the colors of the Buccaneers and also dividing that into 4 different bowls as well. So we have white, red, and substituted orange for one of their colors as well. So with one of your bowls and melted candy melts in hand, all you're doing is taking your Chex Mix and dumping it into your melted candy melt mixture. You could hand do it individually, but I found it easier just to mix everything together in one bowl. After you're done coating all of the Chex Mix, you're going to have a gallon-sized storage bag set off to the side with about a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar in it. So after it's done, completely coated, you're taking your bag of powdered sugar and just dumping these in here. All right, seal it so it's all completely closed. And have fun shaking it all up. Once it's completely coated, as you can see the powdered sugar coming out of it, maybe not, but you can lay some of it out on a piece of parchment paper so that way it can dry fully, or you can go ahead and serve it in a bowl as is. Moving on to our second recipe, and that is the Chiefs themed dipped pretzels. So for the pretzels melts, I've taken the Chiefs colors red, white, and yellow for the gold, and we're taking red, white, and yellow candy melts. We are completely melting them, and then afterwards we're taking our pretzels and fully coating them in the candy melts. Once we're done with this, we're also going to lay these out on a piece of parchment paper so they can dry. Unlike the Chex Mix, these can't be eaten or served right away, as you can tell. They are very much not in a solid form yet. So we're just going to take these, lay them out on a piece of parchment paper. And make sure that they're flat, and so we try not to get them stuck on one another. I'm using a spoon so I don't have to dirty my hands up. I found this a really fun recipe that you could really do with any color as well. So if you are a different team's fan, you could do it really with any other team colors. Okay, now that they're laying out on the piece of parchment paper, you gotta let them harden all the way. It actually only takes about 5 to 10 minutes for them to fully set, depending on how coated they are. So from here, we're gonna let these set and move on to our football-themed chocolate-dipped strawberries. So you can take either chocolate chips or brown candy melts and melt them in a microwave for about 30-second intervals for about 2 minutes, or just until it's completely melted all the way. We are just dipping the strawberries, grabbing by the stem and just kind of rolling them around in the chocolate so that it gets fully coated. Okay. We're gonna set these aside so I can show you how to design them to look like footballs. So we had a little bit of excess white candy melts that you're going to want to set off to the side and melt as well. I didn't have any piping bags, but what I did is I have just a small sandwich bag, and I cut a very tiny hole in the tip of it to use. So that is going to be my makeshift piping bag. And all you're doing is drawing on the outline of a football. All right, now that everything is set out, everything's been mixed together, it's been laying out how it's hardened up, we can go ahead and show the final result. So we have our Buccaneers themed Chex Mix. We have our Chiefs themed dipped pretzels and our chocolate covered strawberry footballs. That's all that I have for you for our sweet Super Bowl Sunday snacks. Back to Michael with sports.